Man, I'm getting a total flashback right now. The last time that I came through this area of British Columbia was 43 years ago. It was snowing like crazy. Your mom was totally soaked. When we got to the camp, she looked at that place we were gonna live in, and guess what she did?
Started crying.
She broke down crying. That was her first day of being married, and she's never cried since. 43 years of sheer bliss.
The Raneys have traveled nearly 2,000 miles around the Gulf of Alaska to Buckhorn, British Columbia. Here, the temperatures regularly plummet to minus 30 degrees, and subarctic winters last for more than half the year. Abundant moose, elk, and deer herds are prey to North America's most fearsome predator, the grizzly bear, making this one of the toughest homesteading landscapes in North America.
Look ahead. There's like the road ends and we have a really steep ditch.
Let's look it out. Let's look it over. Did these homesteaders actually see a bear recently?
To my knowledge, they have a problem bear on their homestead.
See that clearing right through there?
Yeah.
The homestead's right there.
Are we going through the woods? I mean, the only thing I have is my .338.
Grab it.
The Raneys have been called to save a freezing homestead sitting in the middle of dangerous grizzly territory.
Being off-grid, we can't just vacuum.
1.5 years ago, mill worker Todd followed his partner Nikki out of the suburbs and off-grid to a remote patch of land with her 22-year-old daughter, Darian.
This is our dream. I'm living in the country, and I'd live here over the city any day.
I took one look at her, and I knew right there she was the one.
They built their homestead from scratch, hooked up a generator, and shipped in a large stock of animals for breeding.
We've got 8 goats, 3 pigs.
We have 3 riding horses, 3 cows.
Our goal is total self-sustaining, self-feeding without the help of anyone.
But with nearly 70 animals on 160 acres of rugged, frozen terrain, the family are struggling.
The weather here in the winter is at least minus 30, and it freezes absolutely everything.
Without a well, all their water is trucked in from civilization.
We haul every bit of water, and we have to put it in jugs and get it inside before it freezes.
In the chaos, the homestead remains unfinished. Worse still, the family and their animals are now prey to a lethal neighbor.
We have grizzlies on our property.
Hey, Mom. What do you think that is?
Well, I can see the moose tracks, but it looks like there's a bear stalking it.
Yeah.
Mom Nikki is risking it all to keep her animals safe.
And it'd be cold. It'd be minus 15 probably. And my mom will go outside at night without letting anybody know because she's going to check on her animals.
I'm scared every time I come outside because I can't see what's out here.
I live in fear one day that bear is going to get a hold of our livestock or one of us. I mean, there's nothing to stop him from killing everything we've got in one night.
Ready?
Marty's been building in subarctic conditions for over 4 decades. He is no stranger to the off-grid fight against the freeze.
This is about 330 gallons?
Yep.
Okay. How many of these a week?
4.
When you get here, it's froze right here and you can't even get the water out. So you have to thaw that. This little teeny cheesy bottle is the only thing that I see that's keeping this homestead going right now. When you live in a cold climate, it's tough even if you live in a city, okay? Now imagine you live out here in the middle of nowhere. Your cold problem just got serious.
With so many animals on the homestead, Misty is increasingly worried. Their livestock is at risk of being frozen to death, but they are also endangering the homesteaders' lives.
This feels like Alaska, and I know you have a lot of predators here, and they're here because you have a lot of livestock. I'm just gonna ask you a very hard question. At this point, are you willing to get rid of any of the larger livestock? You have a ton of horses and cattle.
No.
We can't get rid of any of them.
No.
Okay.
It costs a lot of money to feed them, and it's a lot of work to keep them alive, especially through really harsh winters. And she has a grizzly on her doorstep. That is like being in a death sandwich.
Matt is with Darian. He wants to know how prepared the family are for a grizzly attack.
I'm worried. I'm definitely worried for your guys' safety.
Yeah, I am too, because my mom, she'll hear the dogs barking and she'll go outside without letting anybody know.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be dangerous because one swipe from the paw, even just a friendly one, can change somebody's life forever.
Okay.
What if you saw a bear right here, 10 yards away, you know? What are you gonna do?
Play dead.
That's wild. What, you mean like lay down on the, how do you play dead?
You cover the back of your head and curl up in a ball.
Where did you learn this?
They teach you it at school.
Oh man, here, let's get up. You're starting to make me feel bad. I mean, as much as it takes, you have to stand your ground and just try to make yourself as dominant as possible. And just be like, hey bear, hey, what are you doing? Living in this environment, I mean, if you don't know how to conduct yourselves with these animals, then your chances for survival are severely diminished. Nikki, I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry, but the way you're doing things right now is dangerous, and your plan is terrible, and your family's worried, and it has to change from this minute forward. I got one question. Who's the best shot here?
That would be me.
Okay, I need you to help me come up with this plan. I mean, right now in this homestead, Nikki, she's not gonna change. So we need Darian to really take that active role, because when you choose to do nothing, that's when the worst happens.
Now, with only 6 days left, Matt is on bear watch, while Marty's already started building an off-grid blacksmith shop, using timber left over from Todd's abandoned project.
Get Matt, head this way, please. I'm right here. Lift. Vertical.
With no heavy lifting equipment, the 200-pound trusses must be hoisted to roof height by hand.
Going up.
Got it?
Yep.
Darian, climb up here. I'm gonna have her drive a nail in, put her first truss in. You all right?
Yeah.
Hey. Honey, are you afraid of heights?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You okay?
Well, I'm feeling pretty nauseous.
Hold on to that beam and walk down here.
Scampered up the ladder because honestly, Marty scares me more than heights do.
We've dealt with this before. We've even visited people that had serious fears of heights, and you getting over it can actually help your family and, more importantly, your mom. Help me with this ladder.
Matt hatches a plan to help Darian conquer her fear of heights and defend the homestead against predators.
And if there was, let's say, a bear here, I would rather be high enough away from that bear where I'd have time to make a decision and be able to see it coming.
Yeah, if there was a bear right here, I would definitely much rather be up there.
I mean, if there was a deck right here or something, you know what I mean? You would be up high and you'd be looking at that bear going, yoo-hoo.
Matt will build a bear stand 12 feet high off the ground with 270-degree visibility, providing a safe place for Darian, the best shot in the family, to defend the homestead.
If you're the best shot, you're gonna have to be able to get up on that platform and be able to have the concentration to be able to take it.
I want to get over my fear of heights so that I can take the burden off my mom's shoulders so that she won't have to go outside and put her life on the line.
Construction on the bear stand can finally begin. First job, shaving the bark and then hoisting each of the 200-pound posts upright.
Getting yourself off the ground and up high, I mean, we're talking a great height. Taller than a bear is, even standing, is gonna make it a lot safer. And you're gonna have more time, you know? You're not gonna be contemplating, do I run or do I crumple into a ball and play dead? Very good, guys, very good. I think that's good, actually. Darian's fear of heights is real, and I know that we can't solve this overnight, but this is a really good step. And even if she just climbs up one rung, she's that much closer to conquering this fear.
A week ago, Mom Nikki was putting her life at risk every night to try and protect her livestock from bears. Now, the best shot in the house, Darian, can use the bear stand to keep the family and the property safe if she can overcome her fear of heights.
This is the moment of truth, Darian. And how do you feel?
Nervous?
You can do this.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
All right.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Aren't you afraid of heights? And now you're gonna shoot a gun?
You guys, I like how you guys are really trying to make this hard on her.
As if I wasn't worried enough.
And if she can hit that, Matt's work is done.
Again, no pressure.
She's loaded. This is it, you guys, the moment of truth. Hold on, she's gonna go again.
Okay.
She's going again, everybody.
She got it!
Huh? Oh yeah, that was totally amazing.
This was fear, pressure, everything else, and she just knocked that ball out of the park. And I am so proud of you. I am.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
I'm proud of you, girl.
It's family.
No matter how big that bear is, 8,000, 9,000 pounds, there's a 120-pound girl on this homestead that can take that bear down, no questions.